What if I told you that one of the greatest inventions in human history, the electric light, was not a moment of sudden genius, but the product of over 1,000 failures? Imagine working on the same idea for years, failing day after day, while the world laughs at you, calls you a fool, tells you to quit, and still, you persist. This isn't a story of luck. It's not even a story of brilliance. It's a story of relentless determination, of patience, of belief. This is the story of Thomas Edison and the 1,000 failures that made him a legend. Welcome to Personal Development Skills. Let's dive into the road to success, paved with mistakes, persistence, and a man who refused to quit. Chapter 1. The Making of a Misfit. Thomas Alva Edison was born on February 11, 1847, in a small town called Milan, Ohio. He was the 7th child in a large family. From the beginning, Edison didn't quite fit in. At school, his mind wandered. He asked too many questions. His teachers found him difficult. Some even believed he had a learning disability. By age 7, his teacher called him addled, suggesting he was mentally slow. Imagine being labeled uneducable before the age of 10. But his mother, Nancy Edison, saw something others couldn't. She pulled him out of school and homeschooled him herself. She didn't just teach him facts, she taught him to think. She gave him the confidence to believe he wasn't broken. He was different, and that was his power. From a very young age, Edison developed a habit that would define his life: relentless curiosity. He read everything he could get his hands on. He experimented with chemicals in the basement. He set up a makeshift lab before most kids learned how to ride a bike. He wasn't trying to be brilliant. He was just endlessly curious, and that curiosity would carry him far. Chapter 2. The first job that blew up. Literally. At age 12, Edison got a job selling newspapers and snacks on a local train. But he wasn't just selling to passengers. In the baggage car, he set up a miniature chemistry lab and even printed his own newspaper, the Grand Trunk Herald. But one day, an experiment went wrong. A chemical fire broke out in the car. Furious, the train conductor slapped him, threw his lab equipment out the door, and reportedly caused permanent hearing loss in one ear. Did Edison stop experimenting? Not for a second. He simply adapted, moved forward, changed environments, but never changed who he was. This would become a theme in Edison's life. Obstacles weren't dead ends. They were redirections. Chapter 3. The birth of the inventor. By his later teens, Edison had become a skilled telegraph operator. During downtime, he tinkered with equipment, studied electrical science, and started inventing. In 1868, at the age of 21, he filed his first patent for an electric vote recorder. A brilliant idea. But Congress wasn't interested. They didn't want faster vote counting. The invention flopped. Most people would have stopped there. Not Edison. He learned a critical lesson. Invention isn't just about creating something useful. It's about creating something people actually want. He pivoted, began focusing on telegraphy. One invention led to another. He started building momentum. By his mid-30s, Edison had dozens of patents. He built a lab in Menlo Park, New Jersey, a research and development center unlike anything the world had seen before. It was in that lab that he would tackle the project that would define his legacy: the electric light bulb. Chapter 4. The Impossible Dream. Let's set the scene. It's the 1870s. The world is lit by gas lamps and candles. Dangerous, dim, dirty. The idea of an electric light, that was safe, affordable, and long-lasting was considered impossible. Dozens had tried. All had failed. But Edison believed he could find the right material for a filament, something that would glow brightly without burning out quickly. He didn't try 10 materials, or 20, or even 100. He and his team tested over 6,000 different materials: cotton thread, cardboard, bamboo, horsehair, metal wires. Every attempt ended the same way: burned out, melted, failed. But Edison didn't see them as failures. He called them data. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's not just a quote. It's a mindset, a weapon, a philosophy. Edison didn't just invent a light bulb. He invented the attitude that success is born from relentless failure. Chapter 5. The Breakthrough. In 1879, after years of work and thousands of tests, Edison and his team discovered that carbonized bamboo could last over 100 hours. They had done it. The electric light bulb was born, not in a moment of inspiration, but in a marathon of perseverance. But the invention was only part of the story. He had to create the infrastructure too: generators, wiring systems, sockets, switches. Edison didn't just invent the bulb, he lit the path for the entire world to follow. In 1882, he opened the world's first power station in New York City. Light had come to the modern world. Chapter 6. The Forgotten Failures. While the light bulb was his most iconic invention, Edison filed over 1,000 patents in his lifetime. Many of them failed. His electric vote recorder? Rejected. His concrete houses? Commercial failure. His attempt to mine iron ore? Lost him millions. His rivalry with Nikola Tesla? Costly and controversial. But Edison wasn't afraid of failure because he never expected perfection. He expected resistance. He welcomed it. Each failure was a chapter, not the end of the book. Chapter 7. 5. Our lessons you can apply today. Let's bring Edison's story into your life. Here are 5 timeless lessons. 1. Failure is feedback. Every mistake gives you a new data point. Embrace it. 2. Persistence beats talent. Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. For a reason. 3. Solve real problems. Don't invent in a vacuum. Find pain points. Fix them. 4. Build systems, not just ideas. Edison didn't just make a bulb, he made an industry. 5. Protect your belief. The world will doubt you. You don't have to. Chapter 8. Your 1,000 steps. You're not Edison. You're you. And maybe you don't want to invent the next light bulb. But maybe you want to build a business, write a book, run a marathon, heal from pain, start over. And maybe you've already failed. Maybe you're on step 37, or 312, or 9 to 97. That's okay. Edison didn't succeed because he was special. He succeeded because he kept going. Your job is not to get it perfect. Your job is to take the next step. One more, then one more after that. Eventually, light. The world remembers Edison not because he lit a bulb, but because he lit a fire inside every one of us. A fire that says, keep trying, keep learning. Don't stop at 100 failures or 1,000. Your dream is worth it. If this story lit something inside you, don't let it fade. Like, comment below. What's your version of the light bulb? Share this with someone who's about to give up. Be their Edison. This is personal development skills, and this is your reminder that success isn't a moment. It's a journey, step by step, spark by spark, failure by failure. Thanks for watching, and remember, keep walking toward the light.